My understanding regarding ELISA is that it differs from GCMS chromatography mass spec because it excels in high throughput applications. Could you walk us through the process of preparing the wool samples?
It's quite lengthy. So basically, I have to wash the wool samples because they're very fine. They're very high quality merino wool. So washing them and then mincing and grinding them to create the greatest surface area to extract as much cortisol as possible. They then are left in methanol for about 20 hours. And then after that, I extract the supernatant and I use a nitrogen blower. I actually have one right behind me to dry down that supernatant and just have the leftover cortisol to later quantify in our ELISAs. They happen to be a lot more accurate and more cost effective than the other methods that have been explored, especially for my particular lab. We don't have as much equipment, so it is really great to have all of these abilities to analyze the cortisol without buying super expensive equipment.
Very good. Yeah, and I'm certainly happy to hear that the nitrogen blower made the list in terms of the equipment that you can utilize for this work. What advantage does the nitrogen evaporator provide? How would you do the work if you didn't have that equipment?
Oh god, it would be a lot slower, that's for sure. With the nitrogen evaporator, the heat setting helps evaporate it obviously a little bit faster, but also prevents the deterioration of the cortisol as exposure to oxygen does deteriorate it. So we wouldn't be able to get the same red. So it just makes it a much quicker process. So it's less exposure to oxygen as well as the UV, which will also deteriorate it.
Morgan, I'm very happy to hear that the organomation equipment is able to support your research.